Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel. And today I come with a new chapter after a long period of time because my videos most of the students wants. That is why I come with a new video and the chapter of class 10 electricity. So let's begin the chapter without wasting the time. So in India, most of the peoples are living in villages, and in villages there is a lot of problem of electricity. And nowadays, without the electricity, our life is, we can say, impossible because most of the works we are performed by the electricity. So without wasting your time, let's come to the point. First we'll discuss about little bit about the charges. So my dear students, about the charges, so what is matter, because from the matter only the atoms come, and the charges comes from the matter. So charge is the property of matter. So let's begin the electric charge. So now come to the electric charge. We'll come to the electric charge. Let's come to the next. Now now come to the electric charge. So the question arises in your mind, that is, what is a charge? The first question, that what is a charge? So it is the fundamental property of matter, already I told you, because of which it experiences a force. And force, so what is force? So in your daily to day life you are learning that push or pull in any object, that we are calling as a force. So now let us come to the charge. So it is the fundamental property of a matter. You know why? Because of which it experiences force. And the charges are two types. When we're going to distinguish the charges are two types. One is the positive charge and one is the negative charge. So I hope so you understood about the charges, that is the negative charge and the positive charge. Now, so charges are two type, positive and negative. Since the charge of an atom, and as you know the atom, so the atom, the atom, what is atom? Atom is the smallest particle of a matter. Before that, it is the definition given like that: the atom is the smallest particle of matter which cannot be divisible, but it can be divided into the subatomic particle, that we can call as an electron. And what is an electron? What is an electron? So you can see this is the charge of an atom, that is the electron, and the charge of an electron is 1.6 into 10 the power minus 19 coulomb. Is very very small, because minus 19 means very very small, the unit is very much small. So when we are talking about the practical, in the practical life, so it is very much small. Got it? Now come to the next topic. So therefore a more practical unit of charge is coulomb. And what is coulomb? So we'll discuss about the coulomb. So 1 coulomb is equal to combined charge, and the combined charge, that is 6.22 into 10 the power 18 electron. Let us go to the next topic as we'll discuss more about the charges. So now we are moving to the next, that is the differences between the conductor and insulator. So think before moving to the next slide. As I talk you about before the moving to the next topic, that is the conductor and insulator. So a lot of question comes in your mind, my dear students. So conductor means, what do you think about conductor? So we can write the material, or we can write those material which conduct electricity. So different students give the different concept of the conductor and the insulator. Let's see what the student think. Now come to the next slide and we'll see the student give the different definition about the conductor and insulator. So this is the response by the students, general response of student. As you see, there is a conductor, water conductor. So when you are talking about, suppose you are just going to the home and you are seeing, when you are going to the home, that is the general response of the students. So when you are going to the home, you see, when you switch on the light, the bulb glowing. How the bulb glowing? You don't have any question in your mind. Why? As you switch on the light, how the bulb glows? How you are able to give the question? How this question not arise in your mind? As you switch on, the bulb glow. As you switch off, the bulb stop glowing. What is the reason behind it? What is the substance inside the conductor? What is that? This is all the free electrons, and these free electrons is moving, randomly moving. So let us talk about the conductor. So conductor are substances which allow current to pass through them. For example, iron, silver, copper, aluminium. These all are the conductor because they allow the current to pass. Okay, so we can write all the metals. Metals are the good conductor of electricity. Now the question arises, which is the best conductor of electricity? So one of the students given the answer, sir, silver. Silver is the best conductor of electricity. But the question arises, sir, why we are not using the silver? Why we are not using the silver for the transmission of electricity? You know why? Because the question is there. Because the silver is expensive. If you use the silver in the transmission, the next morning you'll not get the wire also, because this wire is going to be stolen. So now that is why we are using the another one that we can call as an copper or aluminium. Copper also the good conductor of electricity. So instead of silver, we are using copper in our home. So copper wire, have you seen the copper? Yeah, I hope so. You all have seen the copper in your home. So we'll discuss about the copper also. Now let us come to the next. So as since students have learned atomic model or structure of an atom. So just recall from class 9. Just come to the class 9. Again, I want to take you to class 9. If you go to the class 9, you will learn about the atom. And my dear students, so atoms are very small. The small, very much small. So I am drawing here very big. You cannot see the atom by your naked eyes, but still, if the atom is very much small, so how there is an subatomic particles that we can call as an electron, proton. So that is the outermost shell also there. So as you see the Bohr model and Rutherford model, so already you have studied in class 9, and this knowledge must be included to give them better understanding of concept of conductor and insulator. Why this conduct? The question is that why this conduct? Because the free electron, that is called the valency. And in the case of the matter, in this case of the metal, that is conductor. So the electron is free to move, that can jump and conduct electricity. That is called the conductor, and we'll get the more concept and more deeply we'll go to the conductor insulator. Let's come to the next. So that is the concept of free electron. We are talking about the free electron. Because of this free electron, we are getting the electricity as you switch on the light. So there is only one more thing that we'll talk about later in the higher classes, that is the drift velocity. I will not want to make you confused. So let us come to the concept of free electron. The concept of free electron. So as we talk about the matter, so matter is made up of atoms. Matter is made up of atoms, and each atom has how many charges? That is in the center. If you talk about, this is the atom, suppose this is the atom, so in the atom you can see this is the center, and this center part contain the nucleus. You know nucleus, you can see the nucleus, and even the atom is very small, you cannot see with the naked eyes. And the most important thing, that the center, the nucleus with a negatively charged electron revolve around it. So in the, this is the center of the nucleus, and the electron is revolving around the nucleus, and this is given by the Bohr model. So already I told you, not just recall from the class 9. So now come to the next, that is the negatively charged. Negatively charged electron is bonded to positively charged nucleus because of its charge. So if you provide energy to electron, if you provide the electricity to an electron, so what will happen? It will not remain bound to the nucleus and just come out of the atom. So when we apply, suppose this is the atom, suppose this is the atom, and we are just having the energy. When we are just giving the energy here, so what will happen? The electron will come out. The electron will come out. So this type of electron is known as free electron. This type of electron is known as, because it is not bound to any particular nucleus, and therefore they are free. They are not bound with the nucleus. They are not bound with the nucleus. The main thing, they are free to move. So because of the free electrons, we are getting the electricity. Now I hope you understood the concept of the electron. Okay, so we'll discuss the next topic in the next part. So I hope so you understood. Thank you, and please subscribe my channel and like my video. Thank you.